Alrighty, so getting into Chia. So this last week has been pretty interesting, actually. So if you guys remember, I had a bunch of these Western Digital 14 terabyte drives that I picked up, and so basically all of them are being filled up at this point. One of them is done being filled. One of them is being filled by this guy right now, right over there, and the last one is still being filled in my room. And so basically, I'd been working on that for a while, getting everything running, and I realized that filling up those 14 terabytes, I mean, the true thing is at 12.7 on each of those. And so that is what I mean, let's just say 37, 38 terabytes, right? So I realized that having my one plotter that does it in 71 minutes per plot in my room is pretty good. But if I can just get this guy running and have him plot at even half the time, which is usually what it is actually, then I'm pretty happy with that. At least I'm getting some plots coming out, you know. And so I've been plotting with that for now. Right over here, we're on plot number 25 out of 57 out of the ones that I've been dealing with currently. But if we just want to check on the progress on that, we can just go to this PC and refresh this. And so I've got about, whoops, I've got about 3.42 terabytes left. So I'm almost there on this guy too, to be honest. And so I just started on, like I said, I started on a new drive just last night on my other computer. But basically, we've been mining for a while, or plotting for a while, and things are kind of getting filled up. And after I'm done filling these, I don't really have any more drives to deal with. So anyways, I was basically farming. Mostly what I do is that once I'm done plotting with the machine, I was just transferring over the hard drive here, and I was attaching it to this guy right here because basically I'm not able to plot on it anyways, and it has like a good amount of RAM, and basically I don't have another M.2 slot for me to plug into other than the OS drive, and I don't want to deal with switching it over to a SATA. So basically what I'm doing is that, like I said, everything is kind of just getting moved onto this computer. And so I've got a bunch of drives attached to it at this point. So we got 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5 there. So again, one of these is getting plotted. So I have 5 drives currently attached to that computer right there. And so that's been doing all my farming for me. And so what happened actually recently is that I was looking at my space pool, and I noticed that all of a sudden my profitability went down like crazy. And not only profitability, but my net space went down. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm just kind of confused here and it's going to go back up. And so I looked it up and no one had any info on it. People were just like, yeah, it'll go back up. It fluctuates and stuff. But I noticed it just dropped and it just kind of stuck to about 20 terabytes. And I should have a good 60, 70 running right now, right? Or even, let's say, 60 at that point. And it just wasn't, it was stuck at 20. So I left it overnight, which I probably shouldn't have done, but I left it overnight and I thought maybe it would get fixed. And then I kind of looked a little bit more deeply into it. I noticed one of my farmers had dropped off for some reason. So I came by here and I checked on this computer, and basically Chia, the Windows like client right here, it was like lagged out and it just wasn't wanting to work. So I thought, you know what, this is a perfect time for me to go ahead and upgrade and update everything. And so I went ahead and updated it, and then it just kept giving me problems where it just gets stuck on connecting to wallet, and I didn't want to resync everything. And I just ended up like canceling out, going to Task Manager, canceling out any sort of Chia kind of thing, and just kind of going from there and going to the, what is it, Windows view, and then going to force reload, and that kind of helped out a lot too in getting this thing kind of jump started, I guess. And so once I restarted it, I think I left it overnight, and immediately overnight I won another block, and I was really excited about winning a block, but at the same time I'm kind of disappointed because my time to win is around like 6-7 months, and I've only been back here for like a couple weeks now. I mean, the title of this video will tell you how many weeks I've been farming again. And so I was a little bit disappointed, where I was like, man, if I had just not been pooling and if I was just doing, my own plots, then maybe I'd have a little bit more, but I'm sure it'll kind of average out over time. But we did kind of get this nice 0.25 Chia payment that came in right here. And then I've just been getting my space pool payments after that, and so our total balance is pretty good at this point. So let me go ahead and head to my room and talk about the space pool real quick. Alrighty, so now we're here. These are my Mad Max plotting stuff. So this guy on the left is finished up, and I've just started on the right side. So if you can see here, I've got, let me refresh this. So this drive is full completely, which is that guy right over there. And then I just started filling up this next Easy Store one, and I got 11.4 terabytes to go, which is not so bad. I think I'll make it pretty soon. And so basically getting to the actual space pool. So like I said, I kind of had some drop-offs and stuff. And anyway, so regardless, I had some drop-offs and stuff, and I kind of went back up. And so my rank currently is at 66.7 terabytes, and that's a rank of 15,000 or so. And I actually hit about 13,000 at one point, and that was kind of exciting for me. I was hoping to break that 10K, but it looks like it didn't happen yet. But eventually, I think I'll be able to hit that and get a discount on that. Regardless, though, so if you look here, total paid Chia has been $30.66, and that is excluding the block that I won. And then blocks found, that's one right there, which shows that I won that one block. So when we look at rewards, if you remember that one day where I mentioned that things were not going so good and that it was kind of lagging out, that other computer, the one that I'm farming on. So that was this day right here. And if you notice, my rewards went down like crazy. And that's when I really knew something was, very wrong. And then I've been having a couple issues after that. This was a pretty good day. 0.0137 Chia in one day, but after that I was having a couple issues with some of my farmers just wanting to go down, but I think now it's all sorted out. I kind of updated everything and it should theoretically work fine, so I really hope it does. Regardless, if we want to look at my last 12 hours, 24 hours, about $1.99 over the past 24 hours. Yesterday I got $1.79, so we're up from then, about $12.05 over the last week. And just so we know, currently the price of Chia is $159.69. So, yeah, not so bad. And like I said, it's just been kind of going up and down. And I've just been trying to get to that. So again, partials, sorry, you can just see here that the partials dropped off pretty heavily right here, and then they pick right back up. So that was pretty good, and I'm not getting any stale, any invalid. So that's good stuff. And I got 3 harvesters running, because the ones that I'm plotting on, I'm also running a harvester on those. Regardless, though, here's the block that we won right here on the 10th of November. So that was exciting. And then the payouts have been getting kind of shorter and shorter. We're starting off, 28 hours, 30 hours, and now the rest of them have all dropped down to under 24 hours here. So that's pretty exciting there. And then coming to fees, like I mentioned before, I'm just trying to hit that 10K and get that discount in here. But we got a little bit of ways to go. So regardless, I'm going to go ahead and keep working on this and seeing if I can find any good deals on more drives. I kind of missed out last time. I bought those Best Buy drives, and I ended up not picking up anymore when I probably should have, because the price point on those guys went right back up. So regardless, though, this is kind of the update so far, and so far so good. Thank you for watching.